Y'all will not believe I did this already. Look, I did this. I went through all the makeup, the packaging, everything. I went through all of this already. And then I looked at the video and my glasses were crooked. I'm not. Hey guys, welcome back to CharisMarieTv. Today I am doing a makeup haul. In the past 2 to 3 months, I have been purchasing makeup. I've been doing a lot of treat yourself. You deserve it. Go ahead. I've been doing a lot of that. No, if you know me, if you don't, hi, I'm CharisMarie. I am not a very materialistic person. I don't spend a lot of money on clothes. I don't really spend a lot of money on going out, shoes. I'm not one of those people. But for some reason, makeup / skincare, those are the only type of products that I actively go out and I spend money on. It's probably my only indulgence. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this as fast as possible. I packed everything in hair, so it's raining. Are you kidding me? It's raining. Okay, y'all gonna have to deal with the rain. Forgive me for that, but you know. A lot of the products that I purchased, since I am moving back home, I purchased as a means of just having backups of my favorites or just filling the little gaps in my makeup collection. I picked up these brushes right here. This is the e.l.f. small stippling brush. This small stippling brush is my favorite to apply highlighter. And it's just so nice. I don't really like to see that hash line. I really like a diffuse, kind of shimmery, glittery kind of look on it. Not glittery, but a nice sheen rather than seeing a streak of gold. And I really love this brush to apply it. So I have a backup. I have like the one I'm using right now in my collection, but that one is like almost broken. So I have this one for when that one gives out. And I picked up the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. Now, Juicy Jazz on YouTube talks and raves about this brush for concealer. I said, you know what, let me try it specifically because I found that sometimes right here by my nose I do see like a hash line when my concealer blends, because you know sponges and those skins can be not as smooth as you want. So I'm hoping I can use this to really diffuse on my nose, maybe do a blend of a cream contour on my nose or something, who knows. But I bought it. And then I bought the Profusion magnetic blending brush. It is a magnet brush. I didn't purchase it for that reason, but I mean that is kind of cool. I just purchased it because it's a big fluffy brush. So this is the e.l.f. Beautifully Precise Precision Sponge Trio. Jackie Aina talked about how this sponge was really good. I often need beauty sponges, and I mean here where I'm at right now, I could always find the Real Technique sponge. But I'm kind of a snob in the sense it's like, not a snob, but it's like I've been using the Real Technique sponge for like years and now I'm kind of bored with it. So like if I have to, I'll use it, but I wanted something new. So yeah, this is the one that I'm gonna have it like as my backup. This is my favorite sponge. This is the No. 7 Flawless Finish Blending Sponge. I really love this sponge because it's not too soft, so it doesn't soak up that much product, but the texture of the sponge outside is quite porous, which makes it really good to blend and make things really smooth. But because it's still quite dense and kind of hard, it doesn't really soak up too much product, so you get a really nice finish and blend it without soaking up the product, so you preserve that coverage. This one I picked up from Primark's Pro, like the DAC sponges like this. I have some in my actual collection right now. These are really good brushes, but I picked up the buffing and blending brush. This is a stippling brush. If you've watched any of my tutorials / makeup videos in the past, you would have heard me say multiple times that a stippling brush is my favorite way to apply blush. Right now I use the Wet n Wild Lab stippling brush, and that one is kind of on its last. I've had that one for years, so this one's gonna replace that one when the time comes. I have not gotten into wearing mink lashes, faux mink lashes, those really thick long lashes. Once or twice I do dabble with them on my channel, but they're not my epitomal lash, specifically now that I wear glasses. I mean, typically I can skip mascara, but when I do want a lash and when I go out in public, I prefer a lash that looks really pretty in person and not too black, not too thick, not too dramatic. And these are really good. My favorite style is the full look one, and it doesn't really look like anything, but once you put it on, it just looks like you're wearing the world's best mascara and that you have the world's best lashes. And then also to the Sultry lash that fell. These are a bit longer, but once they go on the eye, they look so pretty. They just really look like, oh my gosh, you have the world's best lashes, and that's what I want. Let's just go to like complexion products. Makeup, I love complexion products. I love foundations, concealers, powders. That's my favorite part. I used to really like lipsticks and eyeshadows when I first started wearing makeup, and then I got out of that because I just only care about complexion. Specifically because my skin just got so bad over the years. I don't know what happened, but my skin is textured. I have blemishes. It's just, I really just like complexion, plain and simple. So I picked up another NYX Born to Glow. However, I picked this up in the shade Cappuccino. This is a foundation I'm wearing today. However, I'm wearing the shade Nutmeg. Nutmeg really is my go-to shade. However, I just anticipate that as summer progresses, as I'm living in the Caribbean for the next 2 or so years, my skin might get darker. Well, if I'm gonna be in the summer, my skin's gonna get darker, so I might need a darker shade. This is the shade Up from Nutmeg. So Nutmeg is the shade 16.5, and this is the shade 17. I love this foundation. It looks really skin-like. It could be really long wearing, really light, fresh, and easy. It's just really nice. I am really just making sure my glasses are straight, because if I do this video again, the next foundation in here is the Zooeva Authentik Skin Natural Luminous Foundation. This foundation, I tried it yesterday for the first time. It is so nice. I got the wrong shade. Like, it matches, but it's definitely the wrong undertone. It's too red for my undertone. I should have gotten the shade 340. And the thing is, I had the shade 340 in my cat initially, but at the last minute, I psyched myself out and said I should go lighter because I'm not that dark. But anyways, I got this shade here. This is shade 330 Loveable. And it doesn't look too far from my skin tone right here. But once it blends out, it is very pink. It is very pink, but like I could make it work because I do own mostly yellow concealers. So like a yellow banana powder, bronze correctly is fine. It looks really good, and it reminds me so much of the NYX foundation I was just talking about. The only thing, this one doesn't really feel as wet. It doesn't look as glowy as the NYX one, but this one is like, it just has a really nice finish. I haven't tested it out for like a long period of time, for like a full day or anything, but right off the bat, I love the way it looked on my skin. It gave a good like medium coverage. It wasn't too textured or anything. It just looks really nice, blended easily with a brush. I think it's a really good foundation, and it's supposed to be comparable to the NARS Radiant Longwear foundation as well as the Anastasia foundation. The next foundation in here is the Revlon Colorstay foundation. This is like my top tier foundation. This is the first foundation that made me fall in love with foundation, if that makes sense. I repurchase this foundation at least once a year. I mean, I don't finish a whole bottle every year, but I like to at least have one of these in my collection. I am in the shade 400. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Super Natural Concealer. And on my channel, I love to talk about drugstore makeup just being it, and you can find great products at the drugstore, la-di-da-di-da. I stand by that, but I do like high-end products sometimes. Like I said, I'm not really a materialistic person. However, sometimes I just want to get this concealer is so nice. Like, I hate how much I really like it. It's so good. I did get the wrong shade. I probably could have got up a shade or two, but this is the shade Deep EC07. So it almost looks like it could brighten my skin. When we take it out of the tube, it is a bit deeper of an orange. So I'll probably be using this concealer more for like color correcting, spot concealing, things like that. But this concealer is really nice. It's kind of similar to the Too Faced Brow in this way almost, but this one's like a little thicker than that. And then my favorite drugstore concealer, one that I got a backup of, this is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the shade Golden. This is thick and it sits nicely on the under eye. It doesn't get too creasy. It doesn't need much powder to be set. It's like not bouncy, but it's just so nice. It's not too slippery. Right, it's the right consistency to do everything. Clean up the brows, highlight the face, contour the face, spot conceal. It's a perfect concealer from the drugstore. Probably my favorite concealer from the drugstore. I was struggling to find like a really good translucent powder. For the past couple of months, have been using the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal powder in translucent, and that one is great. I love how it says right on the eye, but sometimes I take photos and I see the white cast, sometimes I don't, and I just want something that I know for sure is a bit more consistent. So I tried this Vichy Dermablend powder. I've tried it yesterday and I'm using it today to set my under eye as well, and it is actually a nice powder, you know. Like, I tried it, I didn't see any flashback when I took the photos. I'm gonna keep testing it out, but it works really well. I don't need much powder to actually set those points on my face, and it is stack white and it doesn't alter the concealer shades in any way. So this powder could be a really good contender for like my favorite translucent powder. I picked up a mini of the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I found this in a travel set. It was a set that gave you a mini version of this, a full size of the Laura Mercier bright setting powder, and the Laura Mercier foundation primer. So I picked this up. I only packed this one with me. I sent some of my other makeup products down in shipping just because I couldn't carry everything in my suitcase. Because I was like moving from the UK, there was no way all my moving stuff could fit in my one suitcase. So I just kept this with me. I haven't tried it out yet, but I know most people love this primer. It's like their this powder is their holy grail. So hopefully I would have the same luck with it. This one, I've heard Tammy Clark talk about it. This girl Taisha talk about it, and I've seen other people rave about this powder. It doesn't really get much credit. Like, it's not like super big on YouTube, but like the people I've seen talk about it all have great things to say about it. So I got this. This is the I Heart Revolution chocolate banana powder. Wow, the brick just came out on me just now. What was that? Chocolate banana powder. I didn't buy this for me. This little pouch is makeup that I bought for my sister, but I think I will show you guys anyway. This is the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Velvet Rose eyeshadow palette. Really simple. It's a dupe for the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I feel for someone like my sister who doesn't really wear much makeup and likes natural looks, she will really like this. I saw this palette, I was like, oh my gosh, I should have bought one for myself. But you know, when I did my drugstore recommendations, I was like, I don't have much drugstore foundations, and then I started on the website. I was like, I used to use these mascaras all the time. I used to use so much mascaras from these brands, and I remember these two distinctly: the L'Oreal Mega Volume Miss Manga mascara and the Colossal Big Shot mascara from Maybelline. So I got these two mascaras for my sister, and I also bought another one for me, but again, I don't have everything. But yeah, these two, and I bought one of these for myself as well. This is the Maybelline Fit Me matte press powder in the shade 350 Caramel, I think. Yeah, 350 Caramel. Here's one thing for me: if a product is labeled caramel in concealer or foundation or powder, it typically is my shade. Whether the concealer is caramel, more than likely it is my under eye shade. If a foundation is caramel, more than likely it is my foundation shade, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I bought one for my sister, I bought one for myself. This powder is supposed to be really good. And then everything else in here is just lip products. No, I just picked stuff for my sister in like deeper shades because my sister's complexion is a little deeper than mine, and she doesn't really wear as many lip colors like I do. So I picked up these kind of neutral color, not neutral but deeper colors for her. So I picked up this Revolution Lip Share, my favorite lipstick formula, my favorite lip product. This is my favorite lip product. And then I got this Maybelline matte lipstick in the shade Burgundy Blush, which should be like a night. Can I open it? A really deep burgundy color, which on my sister's skin tone, I feel that color will look really nice on her. And then I got the MUA lipstick in the shade Sassy. This is their Velvet Matte Lipsticks. Someone called me in the middle of that, and I don't know where I was, and I feel they're gonna call me again. This is the Urban Decay De-Slick Oil Control Makeup Setting Spray. This is my favorite fixing spray. I actually have a full bottle in my makeup bag, but I know that I will need a repurchase of this because it is just that good. And then another repurchase is this NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. Typically I like to get the Anastasia one because that is like my favorite, but if you need a drugstore option, the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel is really good as well. I am a nude lip gloss type of girl. I just do nude lips and I put a bunch of gloss on them. Nude lip and a brown lip liner, that's where I stay. But I just had a bunch of glosses in my collection. I looked in my makeup like drawers and I'm like, Caris, you used to have so much lipstick. I only had like maybe 1 or 2 lipsticks that I was reaching for often, and I just wasn't really playing in my collection with color. So I was like, you know what, Caris, we have to do better. Let's buy some lip products. I bought most of these products during either the Superdrug sale or the BeautyBay sale. These are the NYX just lip pencils, the really cheap £3 ones, £3.50, and I got the shades Cocoa and I got the shade Brown, just because I use a brown lip liner for everything. Nude, color, lipstick, lip gloss. I always use a brown lip liner, so I need multiples of them. I have been eyeing these Wet n Wild lipsticks since I don't know when, since March. I've been looking at them, and honestly I am a little disappointed. The ones in the black are the new Mega Last Matte lipsticks, and I got 3 shades. Honestly, I was looking for a really nice wearable everyday kind of maroonish red. I mean, like, I was watching Modern Family. That's just so random. And Sofia Vergara always has on like a red or maroon, and it just always looks easy. It never looks like a bold lip. I wanted to find a lips like that for me, so I got 3 shades. I got the shade Sex Spot Red, Cinnamon Spice, and the shade Sandstorm. Now I was hoping that Sandstorm would be like a deeper brown, but it is actually just quite like a natural nude on me, but I was hoping it would be slightly deeper. Why didn't the lips just go all the way down? Because then I have to be careful how I put on the cap. But yeah, these were like only like £3 each, so they were still very affordable. And I think one of my favorite shades might be the Sex Spot Red. It is a really pink tone red, but it does give me that really like old Hollywood type color. And I also picked up, just to try the formula, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Last High Shine Brilliance Lip. These feel so much like the new Fenty Lip Shine lipsticks. I kid you not. And that is why I am so mad that I didn't buy more of these, because typically I do not like satin lip products, but these feel so good. And I picked up an Ofra Flexi Slick lipstick. This is in the shade Synthetic. This was a mistake, a big mistake. Like, it is not the cute at all. Okay, so now let's go for the lip products that I picked up from Superdrug. Again, this is the Revolution Sheer Brilliant lipsticks. I want to call these a gloss, but on the Revolution website, these are not under the gloss category, and I don't know why. The best way to describe this lip formula, it's a hybrid of a liquid lipstick and a lip gloss, in the sense that it gives you the pigment of a liquid lipstick, go on with lots of pigment, and it feels comfortable like a lipstick, but it does give you that nice shine of a lip gloss. Again, if you've seen any of my YouTube makeup videos, you've seen me use these lip products before. I probably could have picked up more of these, but honestly I feel like I have like 3 or 4, so that should be enough for me for the time being. Then I picked up these lipsticks by Makeup Academy MUA. These are matte lipsticks and they're just £1.50, very affordable. I picked up these 2 shades, Mystic and Sincere. And Sincere, you see how Sincere looks really like peach and very light, but you open it and it is this really nice, perfect nude brown color. I put this bad boy on and I said, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Then also from MUA, I bought this velvet lipstick, smooth matte finish lipstick for myself. This is the shade Diva, and this is the lip that really gave me that everyday natural type of maroon. Like, it does look quite deep, but once I put it on, it just looks like a natural maroon shade. It doesn't look like I'm trying. It doesn't seem bold. It doesn't seem like a statement lipstick. It just seems like really easy and effortless. It could be because it's not the most pigmented lipstick, but the shade itself just works really nice on me. That is the shade Diva. And I have the Revlon glosses. These by Revlon feel almost exactly like the Fenty ones, but not as sticky. And if these were like £7, £6 each, and they give me Fenty quality, then I would pick these over the Fenty one. I really like these specifically because I don't have any colors like these in my collection at all. I don't have any taupes and pinks like this, and this nice chocolate brown. When this went on my lip, it looks like that 90s R&B kind of lip, and I was like, oh my god, yes, it's me, it's me. Final lip product I purchased is this L'Oreal Super Shine Ink. Is it Shine Ink? I don't know what the name is. I'll find the name and put it in the description bar, but the sticker isn't on the product, and I took away all the packaging. But this product just looks so like bougie, and this product, I do not know how to explain it. This is a hybrid of a lip balm and a lip stain, because you put it on and I get the color of it, but it doesn't feel like anything. It just feels like you put on your lip and it feels like you're just putting on like water, and then you go and it feels like a lip balm, but then you look at your lip and there's like a faint color, not a bold color but a faint color, and then you drink from a cup and you see the residue on the cup, but then your lip still looks the same, and even when you wipe off you still see the color, and I'm just like, what is in here? I really hope you guys enjoy this really chill makeup haul. If you have any questions about any of the products that I use, or you have any more makeup recommendations that you think I would really enjoy based on my mini reviews, let me know in the comment section down below. I really like to hear from you guys. And until the next video, you guys have been watching CharisMarieTv. Until next time.